What's up guys? Today, my new DeWalt DW734 planer gets unboxed and finally retired from official footrest duty. I've wanted a planer for about 6 months now, and I've been searching the used market basically daily. Lowe's was having a one day only 25% off all tools sale. Couple that with a $10 off voucher you get for signing up for their online email subscription, and this thing costed me a total of 480 Canadian, including taxes. Converted to US dollars, that's about 340. There's a few reasons I picked this planer over any others. The DW735 is the best lunchbox planer out there on the market, and this is its smaller brother. I've also heard it's hard to find parts for certain older planers. I want this thing to be around for a long time, so it was purchased with longevity in mind, and I feel it will be able to serve me for decades. So my first impressions are overall good. It's all metal, it feels very sturdy, very solid, and very well built. Some of the planers you can buy out there have plastic outer shells, and although plastic has nothing to do with how the plane performs per se, it kind of gives me peace of mind knowing that if the build quality of the exterior is good, then the internal parts will be as well. After I took it out of the box, I noticed extremely convenient handles on top. They're hidden out of the way and slide in and out quite easily. You can definitely pick the planer up with these no problem, they're extremely sturdy. Once you fold the feed tables down, you see this brown box nested in there. Opening that up, I was greeted to a part for dust collection. It has a 4-inch opening and an adapter that brings it down to 2.5-inch opening. It is removable, but it can be more permanently attached using the 3 screws that it came with. There are holes for the screws on each side as well as one on the bottom. Folding down the back feed table, you find a cord and another bagged item. Possibly the crank used to set the depth, but we'll get into that in a minute. So just like my DeWalt table saw, there's a cord holder built into the machine, which is super handy. It almost seems like it was perfectly designed to help hold up the outfeed table in the closed position. Maybe, maybe not, but a nice feature for sure. As suspected, the bagged item I pulled out with the cord was the crank used to set the depth. Again, it's a nice solid piece of metal. It's keyed so it only goes on one way, and there are screws if you'd like to permanently mount it. It has a dial and a pointer so you can confidently know the amount of wood you're removing with extreme accuracy. It's super easy to spin and there isn't a lot of friction. However, if you're cranking the cutter head up from 1 to 6 inches, it might take a bit of time. The part your hands hold is plastic, but it seems high quality and feels as if it will last just as long as the metal. It's one of the parts that gets the most wear and tear, so we'll see how it fares the test of time. Paired with this is a measuring guide on the side with an adjustable pointer. Its scale goes up to 1/32 of accuracy, which is definitely plenty. You should still measure your board after each pass because of parallax error. Don't get me wrong though, it's extremely handy to have as a reference. Along with that, there's a lever just above the cutter head to lock it into place so it doesn't move up or down while planing a board. It's easy to set and remove with the spring actuated levers. This next thing is quite interesting. It's a wood remover gauge. It's basically a little metal tab that bends ever so slightly as the wood goes through. It measures the height of the cutter head off the base versus the height of the wood going through, so you know how much material you're taking off. I'm not sure how accurate it will be, however, it's a cool mechanism and feature nonetheless. Below the cutter head, you have these convenient rails that ensure your piece of wood stays beneath the cutter head. They're nothing special. They're kind of like bumpers in a bowling lane. They're made of metal and look to be of good quality, so hopefully they'll stand up to the wear and tear over the years. Each corner also has bolt holes. I won't be using them, but for those that want to bolt it down to a workbench to build a better/longer in and out feed table, this is perfect. Well, that's more or less it guys. I'll be using the crap out of this thing in next week's video for the $55 lift top farmhouse coffee table I'm building. So subscribe to stay tuned for that one. I'm so excited to have this tool in my arsenal. It took a while for me to pull the trigger and get one, but I'm so happy I did. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below as I've now used the machine a few times. And if this unboxing helped you, please give it a thumbs up so other people will be able to find it easier when they search for the DeWalt DW734. Thanks for watching. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside?